Welcome back to another SelfCAD tutorial. In this video, we're going to design a 3D Easter egg in SelfCAD. The idea is to create not just the shape of an egg, but a printable design that can open and close properly. So as we build it, we'll also think about how the two parts will fit together and how the model will work once it's printed. To begin, go to the 3D Shape section and select Sphere. Adjust the radius, horizontal segments, and vertical segments by setting all of them to 50. Then finalize the sphere. This will give us a starting point for building the egg shape. Next, go to the Deform section and choose Taper. In the Settings window, set the X and Z values to -25. This changes the sphere into a more natural egg shape by narrowing the top and keeping the bottom fuller. Once that is done, close the Taper tool. Now that the outer form is ready, we need to modify it further. Since this Easter egg is meant to open, it needs to be hollow inside. Go to the Modify section and select Add Thickness. Set the thickness to 5, then finalize. This creates a shell and gives the egg enough wall thickness to be practical for 3D printing. The next part is to separate the egg into two halves so it can function like a container. Go to the Modify section again and select Cut with Plane. Choose Bottom Top, then increase the plane offset. For this example, set it to 50. The section that will be cut is highlighted and changes color. In the Advanced settings, make sure Split Objects is set to True. Then finalize the cut. You'll now see two separate parts in the Objects panel. At this point, the model has changed from a single object into a design with a top and bottom section. Select the top object, which will serve as the cover, then click the Settings icon and choose Hide. This allows us to focus on the bottom half first. You'll notice that the egg is now hollow, but the cut edges are still open. Since we want a clean and printable result, those open edges need to be closed. Go to the Tools section and select Fill Polygons, then finalize by clicking the check mark. Now the edge is sealed and the bottom half looks more complete. But if both halves remain equally thick, the lid may not close properly after printing. So instead of stopping at shape alone, we also need to think about how they fit together. To create space for the lid, go to the 3D Shape section and select Cylinder. Adjust the top radius, bottom radius, height, and Y position so the cylinder fits into the upper area of the bottom half of the egg. The purpose here is to remove some material from the inner top edge and create a thinner section where the lid will sit. Next, go to the Boolean section and choose Difference. Select the cylinder mesh, then finalize. As you can see, the upper edge of the bottom section is now thinner than the rest. This gives the lid room to fit more easily. Now, unhide the top section of the egg and hide the bottom section. Just like the bottom half, the top section also has open edges that need to be fixed. Go to the Tools section, click Fill Polygons, and finalize it. Once that is done, unhide the bottom section again. Select the top section, then choose the Move tool. Set the Y position to 47 so the top section moves slightly into the egg. This helps position it correctly against the thinner edge we created in the bottom half. Now we'll improve the fit between the two parts. Select both sections, go to Boolean, and choose Difference. Select the bottom section and make sure Heap Subtracted Objects is enabled. As you can see, some geometry is now transferred to the top section. This helps both halves align better and makes the egg easier to close after printing. You can also customize the look of your Easter egg by clicking the Color option and choosing any color you like. To properly view the top and bottom sections of the model, select the Rotate tool and rotate the top section slightly so both halves are easier to see. Once the modeling process is complete, slice the model and send it for 3D printing. Your 3D print is now ready. If you haven't tried SelfCAD yet, sign up today for a free account and start bringing your ideas to life.